everyone, welcome again to my channel Easynomics. I am Shweta Goyal and in today's lecture we will be beginning with the perfect competition and we will be discussing about the equilibrium condition and various assumptions of the perfect competitive market. So yeah, let's get started. Basically, let's first study the assumptions of perfect competitive market. So first assumption is infinite buyers and sellers. We have very large number of buyers and very large number of sellers exist in the market. The implication of this assumption is this, that no single buyer or no single seller can affect the price in the economy. इसको यहाँ से समझते हैं. Basically ये पूरी industry है. For example, the whole shoe industry, its demand and its supply is going to decide the price of the market, and जो individual firm होगी जो उन shoes को produce कर रही होगी, individual firm, वो इतने large number में present होगी कि no single buyer or no single firm can affect the price in the economy, and the firm is the price taken here. It means price is constant for every firm and for every buyer, which is decided by the industry. Okay, so infinite number of buyer and seller is the first assumption. Second assumption is homogeneous good. It means the goods produced by all the firms in the economy are completely homogeneous. You cannot differentiate between the goods produced by firm 1 and firm 2. They are completely identical in nature. Then the third one is free entry and exit in the market. It means even in the short run, firms can enter in the market and firms can leave to the market. So there is free entry and exit in the market. तभी तो इतने ज़्यादा number of buyers and sellers exist करते हैं. अगर उन पे barriers होगा तो फिर कुछ ही firms exist करेंगी. Now there is zero transportation cost. Zero transportation cost, you can carry your goods from one place to another and there will be no transportation cost in the market. And the fifth assumption is there no asymmetric information exists in the market. It means every buyer and every seller is aware of the price and quantity in the market. There is no asymmetric information or information gap persist in the economy. So these are the 5 broad assumptions which define the perfect competition market. Now let's study some basic terms. For example, total revenue and average revenue. In case of total revenue, it is equals to the price into quantity. Now price is fixed here, so you can sell any number of quantity at the given price, and this is going to decide the total revenue of individual firm. So this is the total revenue. If you see the curve, then this is the upward sloping curve. It means you can sell any number of output by any number of price, so this will be upward sloping. Okay, now second is your average revenue. Average revenue is equals to total revenue by the quantity. Now total revenue is equals to P dot Q and Q divided by Q. So ये Q से Q cancel हो जाएगा. So in case of perfect competition, your average revenue is equals to your price, which in turns equals to MR. इसका लॉजिक समझना, एवरेज रेवेन्यू और एमआर क्यों है, बिकॉज प्राइस जो है वो कांस्टेंट है. यू कैन सेल ईच एंड एवरी क्वांटिटी ऑन द सेम at the same price. That's why your AR is equals to MR is equals to your price. ये perfect competition की condition है, ये याद रखना. Now let's study the equilibrium. So for equilibrium we have two conditions. One is marginal revenue should be equals to the marginal cost at equilibrium, and marginal cost should be upward sloping or rising. These are two equilibrium condition for the perfect competition. Now what do you understand by the equilibrium of perfect competition? It means the point at which firm profit is maximized. उस पॉइंट को वी कॉल एज द इक्विलिब्रियम पॉइंट वेयर द फर्म प्रॉफिट इज मैक्सिमाइज्ड. सो बेसिकली these are the two condition which decides the equilibrium for the perfect competition. Now let's study with the diagram. So on the x-axis I have taken the output, on the y-axis I have taken various curves. Now what do you understand by the marginal revenue? Marginal revenue is the addition to the total revenue when one more unit of good is sold in the market, and marginal cost is the addition to the total cost when one extra unit of good is produced in the economy. So just assume अगर मैं एक बिस्किट प्रोड्यूस कर रही हूँ, मुझे उस बिस्किट को प्रोड्यूस करने की कॉस्ट 10 रुपये है, लेकिन मुझे वहाँ से रेवेन्यू जो है वो 12 रुपये मिल रहा है, इट मीन्स मेरा मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू इज़ ग्रेटर देन मार्जिनल कॉस्ट, then obviously I'll keep on going and selling in the market because I am getting the profit of 2 rupees. So यहाँ पे जब ये वाला पोर्शन देखोगे, इस पॉइंट पे भी एम आर और एम सी इक्वल है, लेकिन ये इक्विलिब्रियम क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि जब आप और आगे जाओगे तो आपकी मार्जिनल कॉस्ट जो है वो मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू से कम है, इट मीन्स आपको प्रॉफिट हो रहा है, तो आप और ज़्यादा सेल करोगे। जब आप इस पॉइंट पे आ जाओगे, आफ्टर दैट योर एम सी बिकम्स ग्रेटर देन योर मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू. Now you are getting loss by selling in the market, so it means you will exit to the market and this will become your equilibrium. You will stop your production here. So इसे याद रखना हमेशा, दिस इज़ योर ए आर इज इक्वल्स टू एम आर इज इक्वल्स टू पी and this is your MC. So this is your equilibrium where marginal cost is upward sloping and not at this point where marginal cost is downward sloping. So this is the equilibrium condition for the perfect competition. This is for today, and in the next video I'll be teaching you the shutdown point, short run short run supply curve of perfect competition and super normal profit, normal profit and losses in the short run. So stay tuned for more video and do subscribe my channel for more UPSC related courses.